today we are watching the son Narendra Modi. We're not watching a Prime Minister or a former Chief Minister or a politician constantly battling the sort of changes that a country or political upheaval see. Today it's the son with his brothers and the sisters leading the procession of the Antim Yatra of his mother. A mother, remember, a woman who has seen a young child that possibly nobody across this country has. And he has watched her live the life by example. And constantly through the blog that Prime Minister Modi has written when she turned 100 was about the fact that she was not educated, but she was well known around in the area for her home remedies, in treating children, in treating people. People used to rush to Heeraba Modi to suggest home remedies for recovery, for treatment. That is how intuitive, intelligent this woman was. So old in her life and yet standing in a queue to vote in Gujarat Assembly elections. To know that her son, amid all other children, this one son, Narendra Modi, wants to go out, explore the world, live a life differently than other children, and she let him do it. She trusted him and believed that he could be a big name in future. All of this confidence, remember, is likely what has made Narendra Modi what he is today. A lot of the lessons that he's constantly mentioned. She wasn't educated, but she told him when Narendra Modi became the Chief Minister in Gujarat to publicly acknowledge the contribution of school teachers, which he did. And while teachers were surprised, he mentioned that it was because his mother had said that you must acknowledge what school teachers and education does to an individual. These lessons constantly coming in, and recently when he was giving his, he revealed that his mother is no more today morning at 6 a.m. Narendra Modi had written in the statement that my mother, when she turned 100, said to me, "Kaam karo buddhi se, jiyo shuddhi se." Live with work with intelligence, live with purity. And it was simplicity for all to see, as he also says that I never saw her wear gold or silver. She never had jewelry on her. It was simplicity. And so, of course, a moment of sorrow today for Prime Minister Narendra Modi as he leads the hearse, the Antim Yatra, with the chants of Ram Naam Satya Hai, the final darshan that Prime Minister Modi gets of his mother today. Till now, there were these heartwarming moments that we had seen with them. The final journey of a 100-year-old Heeraba Modi. Lived her life well, saw the best among her children, who are now giving her a dignified, respectful send-off. Let me now bring in my colleague Saurabh Bhaktania, who's on location in Gandhinagar. Saurabh, so perhaps in the next few minutes, the final rites are going to begin. And of course, this is a procedure, and any child would say that, mothers don't go anywhere. They're always around. The soul is there. This is just about the Hindu Dharma, the procedure that must be followed for the mortal remains. So what are we picking up now about what time is the cremation scheduled? And Prime Minister Modi likely to be staying there at the residence for a while?
Well, Pooja, let me tell you the visuals, what I saw just a few minutes back, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi was completely inconsolable. There were tears rolling down from his eyes and so much emotional. Remember, it was just 2 days back when Prime Minister Narendra Modi was here to meet Heeraba as soon as he heard about Heeraba admitted to UN Mehta Hospital. And in complete Hindu Dharma rituals are being followed right now. The most important part, Pooja, I would like to mention right now is that no sort of huge antim sanskar which is taking place. There are not even the cabinet ministers and the MLAs on, none of them. All have been asked to stay at home. It's very down-to-earth Hindu rituals which are now being followed. It was Prime Minister Narendra Modi leading from the front, and he carried the mortal remains of his mother Heeraba on his shoulders. And the visuals which came in immediately after the death of his mother Heeraba, Prime Minister Narendra Modi left from New Delhi and he arrived over here in Ahmedabad and straight to Gandhinagar. And the 3:30 was the time when she breathed the final breath, and after which she was immediately taken to Raisen, where Heeraba for a very long time was staying with Prime Minister Narendra Modi's brother Pankaj Modi. and the entire Modi family we saw, they were completely inconsolable. And let me tell you that she just few months back completed 100 years of age. And Pooja, let me tell you that when I went to Vadnagar, and this is the place where Prime Minister Narendra Modi was born, and the hardship which Heeraba actually saw in her entire life. She was actually born in Palanpur. Let me tell you some details about Heeraba, that she was born in Palanpur, but after her marriage from Vishnagar, she shifted to Vadnagar. This is where all her children actually born and brought up. The family was in such a poor condition that Prime Minister Narendra Modi's father used to work as a tea stall in at Vadnagar railway station. There used to be only 2 trains, one in the morning, late in the night, and that time also Prime Minister Narendra Modi used to assist his father. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's mother, who was
Tell us, just for the
illiterate.
benefit of our viewers, how many family members are there, how many children? And because most of them are not in public sphere, we've actually never even seen most of them. So if you have any information about that?
Well, Pooja, let me tell you, one sister and other brothers, all were completely, remain completely low profile.
Yes.
They don't come into any limelight. In fact, and let me tell you, there is not even a single security personnel available with them. They completely be away from the entire limelight. They in fact never even say that PM Modi. They used to tell him Narendra Bhai, and this is what they call him, Apna Narendra Bhai. And this is what Prime Minister Narendra Modi is addressed by his family members. Here in the live visuals right now on India Today, this is the convoy. Right now, the vehicles of over 100 vehicles right now reaching to Sector 30, where the final rides are going to take place. That's the vehicle on our screen. You can see that's the Shav Yatra vehicle in which mortal remains of Heeraba are being kept. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is inside that vehicle, and along with Prime Minister Narendra Modi are his brothers, Pankaj Bhai Modi, Prahlad Modi. Sister is back home. That is what we have been told, but she might also come over here. We have no confirmation on that. But at 3:30 a.m., this is when Heeraba breathed her last, after which Prime Minister Narendra Modi immediately left from New Delhi, and he arrived at Raisen in Gandhinagar, and the rituals are being followed. We saw how the rose petals were showered, how Ram Ram was being chanted, and in that way, a complete rituals are being performed right now. The most important part, again, Pooja, what I would like to mention is that all the cabinet ministers, the leaders and the top personality all have been asked that not to come over here, to stay away from this entire rituals that are being followed right now. Here in the visuals, you can see on live exclusive on India Today, that's the vehicle in which Prime Minister Narendra Modi is seated, and the Antim Yatra is right now going on. Where is this particular bungalow, Pooja? When Prime Minister Narendra Modi arrived at Pankaj Modi's residence, from there the mortal remains were carried on shoulders. They walked around 500 meters. The proper rituals were performed. I personally saw that how inconsolable the entire family was, because Heeraba was so close to everyone. Because I know when I visited Vadnagar as well,